Hi students, good morning. This is Sanjay. Welcome to English speaking class. Guys, girls, बताओ धन्यवाद अस्सलाम वालेकुम प्रीवियस यानु सवाल है मरहबा दजहाव my students, today we are going to view the negative imperative, the use of negative imperatives. Negative imperatives are very important in communication. They play an important role in communication. That's why they are a part of general communication and as well as the academic studies. Let's view these phrases of negative imperatives. Negative imperatives we are talking today. Let's see the first phrase. आइए पहले जुमले को देखते हैं. Can you see the first one is direct speech. Father said. Father said, comma, inverted comma, said, don't tell a lie. Don't tell a lie, commas close, full stop. Father said, don't tell a lie, commas close, full stop. Read it again, please. Father said, comma, inverted comma, stop. Don't tell a lie, full stop. Here you see my students, father said is in a past tense, said is the second form of said, and inside the comma you see this is the negative impression, negative statement. Don't tell a lie, commas close, full stop. अब्बा जान ने कहा, father said, अब्बा जान ने कहा, comma inverted commas said, don't tell a lie, commas close, full stop. झूठ ना बोलिए. अब्बा जान ने झूठ बोलने से मना किया. Father said, comma inverted commas said, don't tell a lie, commas close, full stop. अब्बा जान ने झूठ बोलने से मना किया. Let's see it change into indirect speech. Here see my students. Father advised not to tell a lie, full stop. You see that? Father advised in indirect speech, you see that? Said is replaced by advice. And when we approach to the commas, we replace the commas and we add not before to. In positive statements, we have to write to instead of commas. But in negative statements, there's a change of rule. Here see, this is the negative sentence. So in negative statements, when we changing direct speech to indirect speech, then approaching to the commas, we have to write not first, then to. First we have to write not in negative statements inside the commas, then we will write to, then we will complete the remaining phrase. Okay, you see now, father advised not to tell a lie. Full stop. Father advised not to tell a lie. अब्बा जान ने झूठ बोलने से रोक दिया. आइए अगला फ्रेज देखते हैं. Here see the direct speech here. Next phrase is, this is an imperative statement. Teacher said, comma inverted comma said, don't close the door, commas close, full stop. Teacher said, मुअल्लिम ने कहा. This is a past tense. Teacher said, this is the past tense, and inside the commas you see, don't close the door. This is a negative statement and imperative. Don't close the door. दरवाजा मत बंद कीजिए. मुअल्लिम ने कहा, दरवाजा मत बंद कीजिए. This is the direct speech inside the commas of imperative statement. So this is an imperative statement. Let's see it change. Here you see my students. Indirect speech you see here. Teacher asked. Said is replaced by asked. Teacher asked not to close the door. Teacher asked. We have see that in change we have replaced said by asked, and when we approach to the commas we write not before to. Then we write the remaining statement. Not to close the door. Teacher asked not to close the door. Yes, my students, now see the next statement. You see the next statement in that speech. Ali said, comma inverted comma start, don't disturb me. Ellie said, don't disturb me, comma, close, full stop. Ellie said, don't disturb me, comma, start, full stop. This is the first part of this imperative statement. Ellie said this is in a past tense, and you see here comma, inverted comma, start. उल्टे कॉमा के अंदर आप देखिए कि नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट है, डोंट डिस्टर्ब मी, कॉमा क्लोज, फुल स्टॉप. मुझे डिस्टर्ब मत कीजिए, मुझे परेशान मत कीजिए. डोंट डिस्टर्ब मी, मुझे परेशान मत कीजिए. अली ने कहा मुझे परेशान मत कीजिए. अली said, comma, inverted comma, start, don't disturb me. You see my students, this is a very good example of imperative statements. So Ali said, Ali ने कहा, comma, inverted comma, start, don't disturb me, don't disturb me, comma, close, full stop. Ali ने कहा मुझे परेशान मत कीजिए. Now let's see its change. Now it's going to change into interest. You see my students, Ali asked not to disturb him. Ali asked not to disturb him. You see, here's a change of pronoun. You see that said is replaced by asked and commas are removed, and we have to write not before to, not to disturb. And here see that me is an object and it belongs to first person category pronouns. Me belongs to first person category pronouns and it's an objective form of I की ये objective हालत है. So we should change this pronoun with the outer subject, which is Ali. Ali is the outer subject, and by rules me is to be replaced by Ali. Me is to be changed by Ali. So we need Ali's pronoun and objective form, that is him. He is the subjective form of Ali and him is the objective form Ali. So we will write here him instead of me. So you see that next statement, Ali asked not to disturb him. Ali asked not to disturb him. And once again, Ali said, we are reading the direct speech of imperative. Ali said, comma, inverted comma, start, don't disturb me, comma, close, full stop. Ali said, Ali is in a past and comma, start, don't disturb me, comma, close. This is the negative sense imperative statement. So it's changed, you see here in that speech here, Ali asked, and when we go to the commas, we remove the commas and we write not before to, not to disturb him. Me is to replaced by outer subject Ali, and Ali's objective form is him. So we will write here him instead of me. Me is replaced by him. So this is the new formation, new statement in indirect speech. Ali asked not to disturb him. Ali asked not to disturb him. You see guys, this is a very beautiful statement. Ali said, comma, inverted comma, start, don't disturb me, and we don't disturb me, comma, close, full stop, and we see it's changed in indirect speech. You see here, Ali asked not to disturb him. Ali asked not to disturb him. Ali asked not to disturb him. अली ने अपने को परेशान करने से रोका. अली ने खुद को परेशान करने से रोका. अली asked not to disturb him. अली ने अपने आप को परेशान करने से रोका. Guys, my students and girls, these are very important statements in imperative, and these are negative imperatives, and there are certain change of rules. As you see, when we fold the commas, we write not before to, and then we complete the statement. So let's repeat these statements again once, so to memorize these well. Here we start. First one is you see here, father said, comma, inverted comma, start, don't tell a lie, comma, close, full stop. Father said, don't tell a lie, comma, close, full stop. Now see it's change here. Father advised not to tell a lie. Father advised not to tell a lie. Full stop. Father advised not to tell a lie. Father advised not to tell a lie. अब्बा जान ने झूठ बोलने से मना किया. Father advised not to tell a lie. Let's move to the next statement in of imperative. Let's speak. You see the next statement, my students. Here you are. Teacher said, comma inverted commas that don't close the door. Teacher said, comma inverted commas that don't close the door. Commas close, full stop. वल्लभ ने कहा दरवाजा मत बंद कीजिए. वल्लभ ने दरवाजा बंद करने से मना किया. Teacher said, comma inverted commas that don't close the door. Teacher said, comma inverted commas that don't close the door. Teacher said, comma inverted commas that don't close the door. Teacher ने दरवाजा बंद करने से मना किया. Let's see it change, my students. You see the change here. Teacher asked not to close the door. 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 उस्ताद ने वल्लभ ने दरवाजा बंद करने से मना किया. वल्लभ ने दरवाजा बंद करने से मना किया. Let's move to the next statement. Next one is, you see here, Ellie said, comma inverted comma start, don't disturb me. Ellie said, comma inverted comma start, don't disturb me. Ellie said, comma inverted comma start, don't disturb me. Ellie said, don't disturb me. Let's see it change now. Here you are, my students. Ellie asked not to disturb him. 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 Here you are, my students. These are very important statements of imperatives. These are negative imperatives. These are very commonly used in speaking, as well as these imperatives are taught in academic studies up to O level and A level. My students memorize these phrases and also memorize the rules that apply. Please subscribe to my channel and watch my videos, and do give your comments. I'll see you again. Goodbye. I'll see you. Goodbye.